Good evening. My name is Jeremy Moore. The name of this little devotion is Seek Him. I'm hoping that through using the Word of God, that I can challenge you and maybe even excite you about the things of the Lord, what He's done for you, what He's done for me. I'm nobody special. I'm a man just like you or you. There's nothing that makes me different or more spiritual, so to speak, than anybody else. I'm just a man that the Lord has, through many circumstances, taught me some things out of the Scriptures, and I'm hoping to just share with you what the Lord has shown me, and I'm hoping that you can receive a blessing. I'm not looking for anything from you. All I'm looking is just for the opportunity to possibly excite you about the things of the Lord, to help you to diligently seek the Lord and what He's done for you, that you might know Him. People claim to know the Lord in so many cases, and yet, according to the Scriptures, there's so many people that really don't know the Lord. In the book of Psalms 139, I will worship toward thy holy temple, and praise thy name for thy loving kindness. God's been good to us, He loves us, and He proved that love when He offered His Son upon the tree. It says that for thy truth, the psalmist says, I'll praise you, Lord, for your loving kindness and for your truth. For thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name. God has lifted up this book even more than His name. How important is the Word of God to us? How much time do we really spend in His Word to learn about Him? We'll spend time watching TV, going to the movies, going to the gym, or whatever. We have so many things in this life, and yet God says He has lifted up His Word above His name. So that means that maybe we should consider Him more. In the book of Romans chapter 10, I'm not giving you my opinions. I'm just going to present what the Word of God says and just let you take it from there. In Romans chapter 10, it says in verse number 17, So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the Word of God. See, so many people have an idea what faith is. They think faith is just a reaching out in the darkness. You've heard the term blind faith. But there is no such thing, spiritually speaking, as blind faith. Faith is believing God. And I didn't say believing in God. You may believe in God but not know God. Faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the Word of God. And what is faith? In the book of Hebrews chapter 11, it says in verse number 1, Now faith is a substance of things hoped for. It's something expected. It's a substance. Faith has substance. It's tangible. The evidence of things not seen. I have the evidence, all the proof I need of what Christ has done for me by faith in His Word, what He said and what He's done for me. And then in verse number 6, But without faith it is impossible to please Him. You hear that? What God says, without faith. Faith is believing God, hearing the Word of God and what Christ has done for you, and learning the truth and believing it. But without faith, it is impossible. With God, nothing's impossible. But when it comes to man and the relationship he has with the Lord, it is impossible to please Him. But without faith, it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to God must believe that He is, and He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Are you diligently seeking the Lord? Are you truly seeking Him that you might know Him? God bless you. Thank you for this time. I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.